Good afternoon, and welcome to There and Back Again with Orion. We are going to be discussing some upcoming updates for U41. U41 is going to be a little bit different than we have put out in a while, because we've got a bunch of new, really exciting features coming to the game, really, when you think about it. So, the first thing that we want to talk about are changes to Monster Play. And Monster Play, obviously, is something that we've had. Okay, needs a boost. We'll boost it up. Here we go. Monster Play has obviously been in the game since the inception. It's one of the release features, and it hasn't seen an awful lot of updates recently, other than some small balance passes or some changes that have been necessary to make sure that things continue on. But what we're planning on doing with the U41 release is manifold. There are a number of changes that are going to be coming in that are rather large, big changes, things that are going to increase, we're hoping, some of the flexibility and engagement aspect of it. So one of the biggest things, and I'm going to start showing off a little bit about this because it's kind of nifty to show off and to see some of the things that we're doing. There are going to be a number of new quests that will be available inside of the game when we ship live with U41. These are going to be tied around a new experience or something new that's being offered to the monster player side of the game. And what this is, it's the first kind of sneak peek announcement bit. We are introducing a monster track reward program, basically. So there will be a monster player reward track available to all players. There will be two tiers for this in cost and availability. The first one is going to be for VIPs, which will be at about half the cost of what we actually put the monster player reward track in for. And then the second will be at a higher cost for those who are not VIPs. And what you will be getting with that monster reward track is new titles, new skins, new currency that is used by both monster players and the regular players on your account. So it's a shared account currency that is used for both sides. This is how we are going to bring back a measure of what we used to have with the Destiny system. Now, there are more restrictions on it in the way that you earn it and with the costing of the items that you'll be able to purchase with it. But ultimately, it is a way for your monster player to benefit your main account. And those are going to be some of the pieces that we're really kind of looking forward to it. And it's going to be cosmetics. It's going to be titles. It's going to be this new currency that's for both of your for both sides of your account, whether that's your monster player or your regular player. And on top of that, there will be a seasonal reward frame that's given out for the monster player side. And if we have time, there'll be one that will be purchasable with the new currency on the player side as well. So we're putting in a number of quests to actually support this. You'll note that about a year ago we added a bunch of different objects to the world in the Eden Wars. Some of those things were piles of Auroch poop out in the wild, and I know that everybody was really excited about that because it was a change. But no, there was a method behind the madness, and now we're getting to the point where we will have these quests that are associated with them. And the way that the quests all work is there is an overriding quest that feeds into opening up a number of other brand new quests that are being assigned into the Eden Wars. These new quests are the only quests that will influence the monster player reward track, and they are competitive. The way that the events are set up is on a daily basis. They will rotate out. There will be between 3 and 4 different quests that players get and monster players get, and they're always going to be adversarial, so that you'll be going against one another in order to be able to pass those quests on and get the rewards that will extend across the entire reward track. So those are going to be in there. They're going to be direct conflict, and I want to show off something a little new that we're adding to Monster Play. So for a while there have been questions on how we're going to increase Monster Play and engagement and figure out ways that we can drive more direct conflict through the Monster Play experience. And one of the things that's come up time and again is a bounty system. Is there a methodology that we can put in to allow players to have bounties against one another, to basically make them into make you into a character that can be hunted out in the wild? So we've been working on that in the background, and what we have now is the ability to set up your own opportunity to become a bountied member of the Monster Play experience. So these are some of the new skins that are available inside of the upcoming release. I'm actually wearing another one. I'm wielding one of the new swords. And let's go down and talk to War Tyrant Aquahun to show you a little bit about what we're going to be able to do. And yes, this is another one of the new March cosmetic features that you'll be able to utilize or collect from the Monster Player reward track. So you'll see over here that War Tyrant Aquahun is his usual self. And there's now this new quest called the Glory Seeker. Kill them all. Now this is a very brief, just introductory implementation of the quest. There are still some things that need to be there are some things that still need to be changed in order to make it a little bit viable, a little bit better, a little bit overall. And yeah, I know I've got pieces of the screen hidden. But what we're setting up now is the ability to turn yourself into a bounty target. So when I accept this quest, it applies an effect to me that puts a bounty over my head. On top of this, it also sets up the bounty, if I can get this to work. Let's see.
I'm putting my phone check. You have one on you. No, you have
it sets up the visualization on the other side, which unfortunately for some reason is not going through. Let's see if I can hide this out. There we are. This is what you'll see. It's a little hard to make out right now, but once I step out of Graham's foot, you're going to be able to see, and I think this is because I'm in the wrong client, yeah. You're going to be able to see my bounty pop up on the tracker out in the wild. And it actually is not working right now because of the way this is all set up. Sad making. But you'll show up on the map, you'll be able to be seen, players will be able to find you and assist you and also stalk and hunt you down. There are opposing quests that are set up for both sides of this, so when you're out there in the wild you can have others who are protecting you, and then you'll have players who are hunting you down. So this is basically going to be some of the new aspects of Monster Play that are going into the game, alongside the Siege, which is still being worked on. We're ironing out some more of the issues that we had with Siege and showing off the... and going to be getting to the point where you are now capable of pretty much crafting the Siege weapon wherever you want to in the world, hopefully. And then it will only attack things that it really wants to attack, which are the doors and the other Siege equipment that is out there in the wild. It should no longer attack any of the other players once we get it up and running the way that we want to. Additionally, we're going to be hopefully making some significant updates, and I say significant, some updates to the overall balance and to the way that the Monster players actually stack up against the regular players, so that there's a little more balance between the two of them. We're looking at the potential of also increasing the efficacy and the use of the new elf camp, the new old elf camp, the new old orc camp, and the Grimwood lumberyard. so that both of those actually have more importance back into the Ettenmoors overall. So those are some of the changes that we're really looking at right now for Monster Play. So Siege is out there, we're adding the reward track, the event is coming in, and we're adding bounties. As part of the reward track, there are 5 new titles, there are 15 new skins, and there are 3 new March appearances or cosmetics, and I think there's 2 of each of the weapons that can be added as other cosmetic items for your characters. So that is where we're headed there. Now, there are other things that we're looking at.